Alright, so what's up everyone, my name is Valmar and welcome back to another Call of Duty Ghost Best Class Setup video, and today we're going to be looking at the SC-2010. And I know I've been really behind on my series recently. I haven't brought Call of Duty Ghost Live in a while, I haven't brought the Call of Duty Best Class Setup in a while, which I'm really sorry about that guys, but don't worry, the series are going to be back soon in full pinch because I've been really busy, school just started, so I've been just really stressed out. But here I am, I'm back with Call of Duty Ghost Best Class Setup video, and today we're going to be looking at the SC-2010, which is one of those guns that you unlock right off the bat once you reach like level 4 if I'm not mistaken, and it is a very strong gun, and in my opinion it is a very underrated assault rifle just for what it can do, because you can use this gun in long range, close range, especially with the class setup I have here. It's pretty hybrid, you can use it in any situation and win a lot of gunfights, and I'm starting to really enjoy using this gun, and it's starting to become one of my favorite assault rifles. Not necessarily the gun, it's not the best gun in the world, but the attachments and the class setup I have over here, this gun works like a beauty, and to pull off some quick cam strikes, any cam strikes, some high scoring gameplays, this gun is great, especially with the low recoil on this gun. It is very easy to use. So let's get into the class setup. So as you guys can see, I'm using the SC-2010 with red dot and muzzle brake, and that muzzle brake is key on this weapon. So the damage isn't too great, but from long range this gun is so strong, and you know, there's not too many guns in this game where you could really use from long range except for most of the assault rifles. So this gun is really good from long range, and you do want to try to keep your gunfights from much more longer range, especially with that red dot. You could pretty much laser beam people from across the map, and with that muzzle brake it takes like 4 or 5 shots to kill them, and it's pretty much easy mode with this gun from long range, and you're almost certain to win the gunfight. It is just so strong. And for tactical here I have concussion. I usually always take out my lethal and secondary just because I could have an extra point for my perks, and let's get right into the perks. The perks I'm using: ready up, agility, stalker, scavenger, and focus, and man, it can't get any better than these perks. I use a lot of the same perks on a lot of my class setups, and this one is just perfect. Since the SC-2010 is an assault rifle, you really want to try to move fast, and this gun is not only amazing from long range, it's also just an amazing weapon from close range. You guys will see in these clips I get into a lot of close range gunfights, and I'm still able to win against some guys with some K7s or a Vepr or an MTAR. It's just such a solid weapon, and for any game mode and for any game type, it's just really good, and I honestly am just in love with this weapon. Now let's continue with the perks. I'm using ready up for very obvious reasons, just because when I get into like a sticky situation and I'm not really prepared for the gunfight, I pull out my gun faster. Agility, because it isn't an AR, so I'm using agility so I could run faster. I'm all about rushing. That is my game style. I rush a lot, so agility is a huge help when I'm trying to rush. I could just get into those gunfights much quicker, get into the enemy spawn quicker. Stalker, for very obvious reasons. I've said this a million times, Stalker is one of my favorite perks in Call of Duty history. I absolutely love it. I love strafing around corners because you're much more ready for the gunfight than compared to the guy that's just coming up and running to you. So now for Scavenger, I use it for very obvious reasons. I find myself going on some really long kill streaks and gun streaks with this weapon, so having Scavenger, it's very easy to pick up ammo off the floor. Also now for the last perk, I'm using Focus. So I use Focus for very obvious reasons, just because when someone is shooting you and they kind of catch you off guard, it's really hard to recuperate and start to shoot them and really win the gunfight. So that's pretty much it for the main class setup. Now for the strike package, I'm using Specialist, which I use Specialist for pretty much most of my classes. So if you are planning on using Specialist, I really do suggest you copy this exact same class setup. Then if you're going to use Support or Assault, then it's really up to you. But that's pretty much it for this class setup. I hope you guys have all enjoyed. Subscribe for more awesome content coming soon. Like the video if you have enjoyed, and I hope you guys do enjoy using this class setup. It is an absolutely beast class setup. I'll talk to you guys all later. Ciao.
Get down!